Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's jump right into today's daily problem. Today we are tackling the problem called lexicographically smallest palindromic permutation greater than target. Try saying that 5 times fast. Before we get too deep into the weeds, if anything doesn't make sense as we go, please drop a question in the comments. I read them all and will do my best to help clarify things. Here is the problem description from Leetcode. It looks like a whole wall of text, but the core task is pretty straightforward once we break down the rules. Let's look at exactly what they want us to do. We are given a string of lowercase letters. Let's call it the string S. Our first main rule is that we have to rearrange the letters in our string to form a valid palindrome. We are also given a second string called the target string. The palindrome we create has to be strictly greater than our target string when we compare them alphabetically. Think of it like looking them up in a dictionary. Finally, out of all the possible valid palindromes we could potentially make that beat the target string, we need to find and return the alphabetically smallest one. We want the one that is just barely bigger than the target. Let's trace a quick example to make this concrete. We have our starting string Baba and our target string Abba. First, what palindromes can we even construct with 2 B's and 2 A's? There are only 2 possibilities, Abba and Barb. Now we compare them to our target. Our target is Abba. The first option is an exact match, so it is not strictly greater. It fails. The second option, Bab, is alphabetically greater than Abba, so it passes. We would return Bab. Right off the bat, we need to handle an edge case. What if the random jumble of letters they give us can't even form a palindrome in the first place? A basic rule of palindromes is that a string can only be rearranged into one if, at most, exactly one character appears an odd number of times. Everything else must be in neat pairs. If it fails this test, we instantly return an empty string. Now for our main strategy. A palindrome perfectly mirrors itself, so to build the optimal string, we actually only need to figure out the perfect left half. The right half is completely determined by it. We will build this left half character by character, working from left to right. Because we want the alphabetically smallest result overall, we use a greedy approach. At each empty spot, we try to place the smallest available letter we have, starting from a result. But we can't just blindly drop an A into the slot. We have to ask ourselves, if I commit to this letter right now, do I still have the right remaining letters in my pool to eventually finish a palindrome that beats the target string? To answer that, we do a validation check. We take our currently built letters, add the specific letter we are testing, and then take all of our remaining leftover letters and arrange them in reverse alphabetical order. Why reverse alphabetical? Because arranging the leftovers in descending order forces the absolute largest possible palindrome we could ever hope to make with this specific starting sequence. If even our absolute maximum possible effort fails to beat the target string, then this starting letter is a total dead end. We put it back and move on to testing the next slightly bigger letter in the alphabet. Let's look at how this logic translates into code. We will walk through the Python solution first, but if you code in Java, C++, or JavaScript, stick around, I have the full code for those at the end. First, we set up a frequency array and count how many times each letter appears in our string. We also do our edge case check right here. If we find more than one letter with an odd count, we immediately return an empty string. Inside that same setup loop, we divide all our letter counts by 2. Remember, we are only building the left half of the palindrome, so this tells us exactly how many of each letter we are allowed to use for the left side. Next, we start our main loop for every position in that left half. Inside, we have an inner loop going through the alphabet from A to Z, checking our counts to try and place the alphabetically smallest letter available. For every candidate letter we try, we build that theoretical maximum remaining palindrome. We arrange the leftovers downwards from Z to A, stick it all together, and check if it successfully beats our target. If it does, we lock that letter in and break out to move to the next position. Finally, once the loops finish building the perfect left side, we just glue it all together. We take the left half, stick the odd character in the middle if we had one, and tack on the reversed left half to the end. Here is the full sequential enumeration code put together into one piece. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read through the whole function end to end. If you want to test this code out yourself in Leetcode, without manually retyping it, you can go to the leetcodeunlocked.com link in the description. You can copy the exact code shown in this video and help support the channel at the same time. Now getting back to the explanation. Let's quickly visualize why that validation check works. Imagine we try placing an A, but our target string starts with B. Even if we follow our A with a million Z's to make it as big as possible, A followed by Z is still alphabetically smaller than B. It's a guaranteed failure. So the check fails, we put it back and try B. Now the maximum possible string starting with B and followed by Z's will likely beat the target, so the check passes. We successfully pruned a bad path without having to generate every single permutation. Let's talk about efficiency. The time complexity is order n times sigma multiplied by n plus sigma, where sigma is our alphabet size of 26 and n is the length of our string. The nested loops and string building operations drive this up. The space complexity is order n plus sigma. This mostly comes from storing our character frequencies in an array of size 26, and the temporary prefix strings we build in memory during our checks. A quick recap of the lessons here. Always check your base constraints first, like if a palindrome is even mathematically possible. Second, exploit symmetries to cut work in half. And finally, when making greedy choices, validating against the absolute best-case scenario is a fantastic way to prune bad decisions early. Alright, that covers the logic and the Python solution. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. Instead of pausing and typing these out, just grab them from the website link in the description. Here is the full solution translated into Java. Next up, here is the C++ version. And finally, here is the solution running in JavaScript. Just a quick heads up before you go. You can probably tell this is narrated by AI. I've been experimenting with the visual format of these videos recently, trying to make the slides punchier and easier to follow step by step. Let me know in the comments if you prefer this style, and remember to ask any lingering questions you have there too. I also want to mention I have another channel called Leetcode Unlocked. I'm on a crazy mission to eventually post a solution for literally every single Leetcode problem on the platform. If you want to study problems outside of just the daily challenge, make sure to check it out. If you want to help support that massive goal of covering every problem, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I post the daily problem as soon as it drops so you can get your streak done early. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.